The news starts now.
Hello and thanks for watching. I'm Lauren Vargas. First on 5, history is being made tonight in Mobile, where the 64th annual Senior Bowl All-Star Game is wrapping up. A man who has seen several of those 64 games, News 5 sports director Randy Patrick, joins us now live from Ladd-Peebles Stadium. Randy, were there any big standouts in today's game? Thank you, Randy. Fans who aren't too tired from cheering at the Senior Bowl are heading downtown for a second straight night of Mardi Gras madness. There are 2 parades scheduled in Mobile. Tonight you have the Pharaoh's Mystic Society at 7 o'clock, followed by the Condi Explorers at 7:30, both parades on Route A. It will be hard to beat last night's estimated crowd of 84,000 for the Condi Cavaliers Parade. Up next in Mobile, the ladies of the Order of Polka Dots hit the streets Thursday night at 6:30. Today, the Mobile Mystics brought Mardi Gras to some people who otherwise wouldn't get to celebrate it. They call it the Goodwill Bus Tour. Men dress up in colorful masks and costumes and visit more than 15 locations, including assisted living facilities, children in hospitals, and homeless shelters. There, they pass out just about everything you'd see at a normal Mardi Gras parade: beads, moon pies, and toys. They even had a full brass band accompany them throughout the day. Every reveler told us that this day of service is their favorite part of the Mardi Gras season. This is the 20th anniversary for the Mobile Mystic Society and the 18th year for the Goodwill Bus Tour. Their actual parade is next Saturday at 2 o'clock. Now an update to a story we've been following for more than a week. An autopsy will be performed on the body of Donald D.J. Howard. He was murdered last week in Baldwin County. His body was found yesterday afternoon near the Bay Bridge Cutoff Road in Mobile. That's in the Plateau community near Telegraph Road. Investigators say the murder happened last week in the Montrose area of Fairhope. News 5 covered the crime scene on Parker Road as detectives collected evidence in and around a trailer. Last week, authorities arrested Emmanuel Charles Jenkins for capital murder after a 17-year-old witness told them Howard had been shot to death days earlier. Jenkins was arrested at a relative's home in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. It was exactly 1 year ago today that Baldwin County authorities uncovered one of the worst animal abuse cases ever seen in the state. More than 200 dead and dying animals were found at the Purple-Hearted Puppies Rescue in Summerdale. Many were found inside cages near death without food or water. Days later, others were found buried behind the property. The good news is all but 4 of the animals are now in homes where they're being taken care of. The owners of Purple-Hearted Puppies, Sharon and Roberta Dewitt, are charged with felony animal abuse. They're still awaiting trial. A similar scene to the Purple-Hearted Puppies rescue was played out in Ohio last night, where more than 100 dogs were rescued from Tip City. The dogs were taken from a woman's home. She said she could no longer care for them because she was in the hospital. The dogs will now go up for adoption. Animal Control moved the dogs from the home to the local fairgrounds and are asking for help with food and bedding for the dogs. In other news, some of you took advantage of a free tax service today thanks to the United Way of Southwest Alabama and the South Alabama Filing Coalition. As part of Earned Income Tax Credit Awareness Day, experts prepared tax returns at no charge. Many families who are eligible simply don't know about the Earned Income Tax Credit. Events like the ones today help get the word out. Workers eligible can receive up to $5,800 by claiming it on their 2013 federal income tax return. Welcome back. Cities throughout the U.S. held rallies to call for increased gun control. The largest event took place in Washington, D.C., where members of the Newtown, Connecticut community joined thousands demanding action. Tatiana Anderson has the latest from Bridgeport, Connecticut. A group called 1 Million Moms for Gun Control helped organize some of today's rallies to let Congress know it's time for change. Well, Jonathan, you and I were talking earlier. We're feeling pretty lucky to live here on the Gulf Coast. I think the rest of the country's kind of cold right now.
From Ladd-Peebles Stadium at the Senior Bowl, Randy Patrick, News 5 Sports.
Thanks, Randy. Hundreds of men who suited up for former Alabama head coach Paul Bear Bryant remembered the legend today. Bryant died exactly 30 years ago, just 4 months after coaching his last game. He won 323 games and 6 national championships at Alabama.